this map because they're very strong.
I guess Garpy's probably just going to play the yellow B-roll.
Yeah, so welcome to Level Up TV for map 3, the Ukraine versus the UK, Hidden Fortress. First map went to the UK, 179, 142, that was on Purgatory. Second map, Dreadful Place, Ukraine's pick went to them, 130 the UK, 159 the Ukraine. So, map elims, Hidden Fortress, teams are Triple Sex, Extreme, BZD and Vendigo for the Ukraine, for UK, Batija, Q50, Chumbo and Garpy, and Disrepute, NVC and Vor.
Yeah, ultimate trio.
Extreme gets some nice shotgun kills on Chumbo and didn't get the rail but eliminated the railer for the UK. Now on Garpy's point of view with the shotgun in hand, 20 seconds until the first quad. Let's remind everyone who can't see when that first quad is.
I can.
Well, we can in the spec, but they as the players don't know.
Oh, you've got time as well?
Yep, 10 seconds to go until that spawns.
Yeah.
On this map, most teams do try and get there. About 30 seconds they'll go. So
it's going to catch both teams out.
Wow, Garpy's in at the yellow position, nowhere near it. I think Batija got it, but was fragged straight away by Extreme, so there's no quad on the map. And it's the rush to the lightning gun yellow control now.
Just want to point out, Raw is actually still in spectator. Whether Ukraine are going to want to time out, get him out the server or not.
I'm sure he's not doing anything malicious being on the server. He probably
went AFK. I don't.
Yesterday he left.
I don't know why you want to cause controversy, NVC.
You're such a little stirrer, NVC.
Ukraine asked. They said asked them to leave, and then now they're playing.
Look at the UK committing 4 people to lock down that yellow room. That's intelligent play. It depends if the yellow's going to spawn anytime soon, though, and they're going to get the LG. Doesn't look like they did. Triple Sex with that LG defending the upper position. I'm going to switch away from Extreme. Not really
the problem they had was Extreme. Basically, he was just hitting those rails, and that kind of made UK's 4-man attack pretty ineffective. If you're getting hit by rails, it doesn't matter how many you've got if you can't deal with that railer.
They do control the yellow still, the Ukraine. Chumbo's picked up the red though on this side of the map. Don't want to move in up those stairs. Protect that armor for as long as you can. Oh, he's got caught in the back by the shotgun from Extreme. Teammate supporting him though, Garpy there. Extreme losing position. Could lose out on this yellow. But 30 seconds to go until the quad. The UK will probably start honest thinking about that, as with Ukraine. Following Q50 now. Going to get this next mega. Might be his role on the map again, NVC, as opposed to the second map.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be when UK are strongest, giving players to find roles.
Nice couple of frags from Q50. If he can get, oh my god!
Oh wow, mid-air nade.
And he gets a rocket launcher out of it. Could be dangerous. Going to spam some nades. Good spot to spam them as well. Right on the quad. Any delay on the UK picking that up. Oh my god! It gets taken out the quad straight away.
Yeah, that was Chumbo who got the pickup. But those nades were expertly done by Triple Sex, you have to say. Impossible to really pick the quad up in that situation.
The UK have moved in on this yellow room. Chumbo and Garpy. Garpy just standing in this position, defending the staircase and the doorway from a low health though. I'm going to cycle around a little bit.
Until he dies, this is pretty much all he can do, is standing in that position.
Just see Batija stealing that red away from the middle of the Ukraine setup. That's a bad 25 seconds for them then, without that red armor. Vendigo trying to move in, takes out Chumbo. Garpy's not strong, he's nice spam rocket. Defends himself with the lightning gun as well, and it's all about position there because he did not have the stack really to survive that out. That's a really nice play from Garpy. Great machine gun there, backing off. Gonna get this upper yellow. So we can see the division between the players. Chumbo and Garpy in defence of this yellow room.
They easily defended that time, neither of them going down. Actually, no. Chumbo went down to a stray grenade. Unfortunate, I didn't see that properly. But Garpy, as we expected, is playing this role, and if they can just support him at the right times to counter the pushes the Ukraine have been doing on this room, then he'll be quite comfortable in here, I suspect.
I mean, it's going to be a different role to the way Deuce plays it. With Deuce normally would try and stack up and move out and just deal out damage all the time. It looks like Garpy's going to be soloing it a little bit more inside that room with the stack. Garpy moving around to the quad side.
He's
this
going to
could work out brilliant. And the UK set it up expertly this time. All of them there.
Yeah, no grenades to trouble him this time.
He does decide to drop down and get that yellow. And the red's going to be up. I would suggest to give it to someone else, but does take it. No.
Please don't attack this way. Unless you're going to hit everything.
He does hit the first rail. Vendigo does go down, and that's it. There's nobody else to actually counter him, so it worked out alright in the end.
Yeah, he had support as well. I mean, if he'd have been going up there with no support, then it would have been...
He's actually lost position, though. Just uses the end of that quad run. Oh, God. That was almost a little bit clutch. A nice frag, though. Really nice play from Garvey. He's actually run out of ammo is the problem there. Oh, he's
Mega? Oh, unlucky.
Very unlucky there, but that's given the UK a nice little lead going forwards into the next minutes of play.
Yeah, Ukraine really need to just get a better grip on this red armor, because it seems that they've, for now, given up on trying to attack upper yellow, which I think is a wise decision, because Garpy's shown how well he's playing that position. It's only really been giving away frags. They just need to focus, I think, on making sure they're getting these rails and red armors.
Q50, excellent play there with the rocket launcher.
Yeah, he's not got the timing on this red quite right, but yeah, he's taken out.
Look at the spawn though. Is that going to be a stolen red? It is. Yeah. UK grab it right away from Ukraine, and Ukraine are a little bit in disarray at the moment.
Yeah, nice push out from Garpy as well. Now
Perfect
there's less
timing.
pressure on him in the yellow room, he's going to be able to do this more often. Earlier on we saw the occasional two-man attack kind of kept him pinned in the room because he didn't want to lose out on it, but now there's no pressure on him. He's really looking to do some damage.
Anybody that spawns by yellow should go and grab that yellow LG. A few seconds before the quad. Looks like Chumbo might want it. Nope, it's Garpy's.
Well, it had to be.
Yeah. LG ammo, wise decision, dropping down 144. Of course, he ran out last time. He's going to take this lower route in. Actually catches one of the Ukraine players, BZD.
Wow, he was pretty heavily stabbed.
And they are probably right to time out, because they are in serious trouble at the moment, the Ukraine. The UK are just beasting them like champs.
Yeah, now that Ukraine have sort of stopped putting pressure on Garpy, I mean, look at the sort of score he's got now, 18 net, and that's simply because he's pretty much unpressured. And if they're not chipping away at his health even slightly, we're going to see more of this. He'll be ready for the next quad, just as he was this one.
Does just take that red and needs to move back to the yellow room to make sure he's got it locked down. They'll probably just wander in, give him a couple more frags.
That was a 5 quad run, it'd be nice. And look at him, he's still sitting on 180 armor.
Yeah, that stack's ridiculous.
Now, unless Ukraine can start hitting some rails into this yellow armor room, then you're going to have to say that Garpy is just going to pretty much take this game away from them. Because the rest of the UK team, while Garpy's doing this, they're going to be stealing red, stealing rails, and unless Ukraine can stop that, you don't really fancy them having much hope.
I mean, if I was the Ukrainian, you have to make a solid decision. You either all commit to red and just make sure you get it, or you all rush in and take this yellow.
They've done it now. Yeah. They've taken Garpy out. I mean, he was fully stacked. It took 3 people to do it. But they either need to do this or make sure they are getting those reds. I think they're more used to playing in this way, having control of the yellow LG themselves. And the score, it's 24 frags. It's certainly not game over by any means.
Chumbo taking that red, he has shotgun in hand. We're looking to a quad time in 15 seconds, so Chumbo wants to move there now, start securing it with his team. And he should be a good option for this quad. 5 seconds time. Moving in with the pummels. 3 of them go down. Is that going to be 4? It is. All of them go down. Chumbo takes the quad. Couple of seconds before red. He knows what time it's up. Brilliant play.
Didn't want the health.
Gotta be careful he doesn't get rocketed going up the stairs. Oh my god.
It's some nice kills there, but you know, I'd kind of like to have seen him just not go in there until his team were ready to go in with him, because it would have been entirely different if his team had gone in ahead of him. You know, Ukraine would have had to split their focus between trying to take quad out and trying to stop their teammate, Jumbo's teammates from doing damage at the same time. You know, it would have been entirely different, that fight.
So look at this, the UK are pinned outside the yellow onto the reds, but they have the frag difference, so I mean, they don't need to rush in. The TJ getting caught out there, did get a rail shot in.
They've also had, you know, the red control pretty much, well not control, but they've been getting reds all game, the UK. I mean, 16-6, that's quite dominant really, considering Garpy's also had the best of the yellow LG.
And it's such an open, contestable zone, I mean.
Yeah, this is where the score difference is. I mean, Garpy's dominated LG yellow and UK's dominated the red pickups. Now, that shouldn't be happening because Ukraine, you know, they are a good team on this map, but they've not prioritised anything.
Halfway through this third and final map, and really, I mean, both teams need to kind of win it.
Well,
the Ukraine, I mean, it's up in the air, but the UK has to win it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Garpy.
It's really it's Denmark that comes out the loser from this, because they lost 2-0 to Ukraine and they only beat the UK 2-1.
Dropped on map, yeah.
Impressive.
Oh, Garpy getting caught out 5 seconds before quad. Great pummel play. Quad picked up by Jumbo. Really nice again.
No red armor for him this time.
Oh no! Whoa! Decides to take that same route again. It is a good route to rail from. Can't deny that, but dangerous with quad because you're going to be the focus of everyone's fire in a vulnerable position.
Still no health up for him as well, so he still has to be pretty careful.
He was right to call for Q50 to go through ahead of him, and now this is probably the better angle to attack from. Oh!
Wow, didn't expect that coming around the corner.
Gets caught in the back. I think he heard the player, but I think he thought he'd run out.
Yeah, I don't think Extreme really expected it either. He sort of just turned around and shot rail instantly, thinking, where did the quad come from?
Extreme hitting 62% rail.
Yeah. He can keep that sort of railing up and pick up lots of kills with it, then it'll be helping his team to come back, because at the moment, you know, they're still a long way off the UK. If anything, the score's actually gone further away.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. They haven't really had much of an advantage by having that yellow, because they've committed so many people to it, and they're not really used it to pressure out on the red. Nice play from Chumbo. Good rails.
See on the scoreboard, but BZD, I mean, his damage output is atrocious so far. I mean, 12 minutes to do 3.3k damage. That's not even good on a lot of other maps. What? Did he? I mean, I didn't see it.
No way. He didn't. I mean, that...
it is bad.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, 40 frag margin. I mean, it hasn't really extended too much. 15 seconds to go before Quad Chumbo's already up there and positioning on a cycle round a little bit. Have a look. Garpy picking up that rail. 8 seconds to go before that. He didn't actually notice he picked up the rail, I don't think, but does now.
Nice blocking by Chumbo, but it wasn't enough.
Quad eliminated, but in a way, I mean, that's all what the UK needs to do, yeah.
Yeah, UK's come out on top of that situation. They didn't get a quad run that they would have obviously wanted, but the most important thing was Ukraine didn't get anywhere near picking that quad up. And Ukraine, they're going to need the quads to bring this back.
We've got 3 more quads. Just 3 more. I think it's just really difficult unless we see a real turnaround at this point, but you can see that on this map, so...
You can. They are basically 3 good quads and advantages taken from the quad. You know, that sort of distance behind at the moment.
Red picked up
they
by
don't
Batija
look like
again.
Turning it round, unfortunately.
Yeah, they hit a
we want a close finish, but they just don't look like they can make it happen.
Batija caught out pretty badly there. With his red, with his rail, drops it.
We've seen a lot of drop rails on this map, which is very risky. The UK, they're quite way ahead, so it might not affect them so much, but Ukraine, they've dropped rails and they'll look back at that as being one of the mistakes they've made on this map that's costing them so far.
Let's have a look at the red pickups, 25-8, and the yellows are very even. Look at the megas, pretty massively in favour of the Ukraine.
And I think the telling statistic is this: 0 quads for the Ukraine.
That's incredible. It looks like they might be in a good position to take this one though. They've got 3 players there already. Not in the best defensive positions though, just sort of standing right inside looking at each other. Look at these grenades! Batija coming in with the rail. Gets unlucky with the spawner, and Q50 has dived in with the quad. Surely going to seal the deal, Vor.
Yeah, I think so at this stage. This is pretty much power-up dominance by the UK, and the way Garpy played on the first half of the map as well.
Excellent.
5 frags already, gets a 6th with this quad.
Might pick up one more?
No!
No, stolen. How dare he?
Great run though by Q50. You get big quad runs on this map.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that will be the one that pretty much seals it, I think. Well, I don't say I think. I mean, it has sealed it, but...
It'd take a catastrophic performance in these last...
A what?
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic, that's it.
Alright.
And you need your ears checked.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
It would take just an awful performance by the UK going into the last 4 minutes. Even if the Ukraine play their best, I mean, it still requires the UK to play abysmal. So,
yeah.
It's another famous victory for the mighty UK.
Yeah, and it'd be a disappointment, I think, for the Ukraine, because they played so well in their first game against Finland and then Denmark, and I kind of feel their level has really dropped off because they were dominant in those 2 games. They pretty much made Finland leave mid-game, and Denmark, they battered them on 2 maps.
But I mean, they still look like potentially they would be favourites to go through.
Well, based on the results so far in the group, you'd have to say it looks like UK through.
Well, it depends on the Portuguese match,
Ukraine, doesn't it? Yeah, it depends on that match as well, but it's kind of like a 2-way tie for number 1 spot in the group.
Penultimate quad picks up by Chumbo, nice stack for him as well. The Ukraine know it's up at this stage.
Yeah.
They've been owned by the UK. There's no other way of saying it on this map.
I didn't really expect it because you've seen them play well on this map in recent months, and I'm used to seeing like performances from Vendigo where he'd be hitting 11k damage easily by the end of it. And now it comes time to do it with the pressure of the stream and important game in this Nations Cup group, and he just can't pull it off.
Prove yourself. Yeah, and it's just these big match players in the UK, they can. The mighty UK.
The UK now to win the whole thing?
Yep, definitely. If we don't, it's a big failure, as far as I'm concerned. Because this performance just proves we're the best ever team.
You're really putting the pressure on that.
I'm only messing.
How did that rail not hit? It went through the model? Were we on Chumbo's pod then?
Yeah, we were on Chumbo's pod.
What the hell? I mean, this game is
a bit bizarre at times.
It's netcode deficient.
I mean, one thing you could say perhaps about the UK is they are very strong on Purgatory and very strong on Hidden Fortress. They didn't look so strong on Dreadful Place as we saw on the previous map, Tornado, yesterday, and especially not Grim Dungeons, so...
Yeah, but Tornado, I don't think that's a map you have to worry too much about not being top team on. There's not many other teams that are going to be willing to pick that as a first pick. It might end up as being a
Is this the first quad?
Yeah, it
The
is.
Ukraine. Let's see, maybe they can do some crazy run. Come on, Vindigo. You can do it.
He just spins around on the spot firing plasma and gets 50 frags. And still loses, because it's not enough.
Taz take out Garby, got 2 on this run, almost machine gun down by Batija. Chumbo gonna be fragged by that shotgun before Garpy puts in a rail. Right into his back, wow, nice rail.
Only hitting a 38 rail though, that's unusual for Garpy.
Of course,
after what we saw him doing on Dreadful Place.
He hasn't been playing a rail position though in this map.
No,
6
but
impressives.
he must have still had it and fired it a lot and not hit a lot.
Chumbo diving into this yellow room. He's played excellent for his first match for the UK team. Plus 16 net, it's the second biggest on the team.
Yeah, he's been playing that, what we saw in the first half of the game, he was supporting Garpy pretty well on the Yellow Armor LG. Any time that Ukraine decided to push in, it always seemed that Chumbo was there as well to help Garpy out, which is an important part of playing that position.
219, 152 as the Ukraine players quit the server.
In disgust.
They have let their nation down. Or maybe I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. No, it was a good game. Well done.